Okay, so tell me why I opened up my product cupboard the other day and I had a little 90s flashback moment. Some of these old school hair products, they're still holding it down, even better than some of these new products out there. Today, we're taking a trip down memory lane, mama. We're talking old school products that still get the job done. And I'm going to be sharing how I use them in my children's hair routine now. So let's start with the legend herself, Pink Oil Hair Lotion. Now, I don't care what anyone says, she is still that girl. I love using this pink oil lotion on my daughter's blow dried hair. So how I use it, I basically, on wash day, I would have obviously washed her hair. I apply her leave-in conditioner to her hair first, and of course I will apply her heat protectant afterwards, and then I'll blow dry hair, and then I will use the pink oil lotion on her hair. When you're using a leave-in conditioner first and then applying the pink oil lotion, it works amazingly well. I also love using it for shine. It gives a really nice sheen or shine to my daughter's hair. Now, mama, pink oil lotion does an amazing job at slowing down the evaporation of moisture from the hair. It is basically a sealant. Of course, it is not a permanent sealant. It is a temporary sealant. So it's going to help to slow down the evaporation of moisture from your little one's hair. But the key to using pink oil is to, of course, use a leave-in conditioner first, because it is a temporary sealant. Does that make sense? So that's how I like to use it, and that's how I make it work. If you're just using this on its own, I cannot guarantee that you're going to have the same experience, or that your little one's hair is going to retain moisture or feel how you want it to feel. Another thing I've realized with the pink oil lotion is that a little goes a long way. Kind of like grease, a little goes a long way. So please don't be heavy-handed with this, just to avoid buildup. If you're looking for a lightweight sealant, something that's going to also help soften the hair and give it a nice shine, this is definitely the one. Next up, yes, we're going there. It is grease. I know grease gets dragged on the internet streets, but if you've also noticed, grease is making a comeback, and in a good way, and I'm here to defend its name. Now, I also use grease to help to slow down the evaporation of moisture from my children's hair. So I currently use it on my eldest daughter's hair, who is 9. I also use it on my other daughter's hair, who is 4, and I use it on my son's hair, who is 7. And I use grease particularly when I'm doing the LCO method. So your L stands for your liquid or water, your C stands for your cream or leave-in conditioner, and your O stands for your oil, butter, or grease. So this is how I use it. First, depending on whether it's wash day or not, so let's just say it is a wash day. My children's hair would already be damp, right, because I've washed their hair. I'll apply the leave-in conditioner to their hair. I then apply a cream to their hair, and then I will seal that moisture in, seal that softness in temporarily with grease. So grease is always the last thing that I use, and again with grease, a little goes a long way. I'm not heavy-handed at all, literally just a little dab and we're good to go. Otherwise your little one's hair is going to be a greasy mess. Now, when used correctly, your little one's hair is going to retain moisture for days. Literally, when I use it on my children's hair, their hair retains moisture for the whole week. It could even go longer than that, but I just choose to re-moisturize on a weekly basis my children's hair. When I was a loose natural and I would use grease as a sealant as well, literally my hair would retain moisture again for the whole week. So grease is an absolute game changer for me and my family. And of course, grease helps with shine too. It gives an amazing sheen or shine to the hair. Another reason why I really love grease. Mama, if you've been trying everything to grow your little one's hair, but it's still dry, breaking, or just not thriving, good news, I'm here to help you fix that. Mama, I want to invite you to my free masterclass taking place July 17th. It's next week, Thursday, live on Zoom at 9 p.m. BST. In this session, you'll discover what's really holding your little one's hair back and how to fix it, the 5-step framework that's helping mums grow and retain their little one's hair, what to stop doing immediately to avoid breakage, and real strategies for dryness, balding, and more. Plus, a live Q&A session with me to ask your personal questions. As mentioned, this masterclass is completely free, so register by clicking the link in the description box below before seats fill up. Mama, it's time to give your little one the healthy, thriving hair they deserve. So mama, don't believe the haters. They are missing out big time. If you've ever doubted grease, trust me, you are missing out. Mama, what is the worst that can happen? You try it once. If a little one's hair doesn't like grease, that's okay. There's other things you can use out there, but at least give it a try one time, use it correctly, and see how your little one's hair will respond to it. Of course, I know grease pink oil lotion isn't going to work for everyone. Yes, I know that some hair types just doesn't like grease, and that is completely fine. But if your little one, for example, has medium or thick strands, grease may just be what you have been missing from their moisture routine. So give it a go and see how you like it. Now this one is always a debate: sulfate shampoo. I couldn't find the sulfate shampoo I used to use back in the days when I was younger, but of course it's still a sulfate shampoo. Sulfates have been around for a very long time, as you know. We currently use the Tresemme Cleanse and Replenish. It's a sulfate shampoo. I use it as a clarifying shampoo on my children's hair. Now hear me out, I'm not saying, you know, wash your little one's hair with a dish soap or anything harsh like that. All I'm saying is when it comes to removing product buildup from your little one's hair, they are needed and they are really not the enemy. I personally like to use clarifying shampoos every 4, maximum 6 weeks to remove product buildup, and their hair is fine, and as you've seen, it's flourishing. I even use this shampoo on my locks every 2 weeks, and again my locks are doing just fine, you know. So don't be scared of sulfate shampoos. Like I said before, they are really not the enemy. They're just here to remove product buildup from your hair. Of course, if your little one has any irritation or allergies to sulfates, there are non-sulfate based shampoos that will still clarify and also remove chlorine from your little one's hair. There are other options out there. You don't have to specifically use a sulfate shampoo. You just have to be sure that the surfactant is an anionic surfactant. Like for example, this one that I use on my 2-year-old's hair, I use that on her hair every 4 weeks. It's all about balance, mama. I then always follow up with a conditioner or a deep conditioner, always. So no matter whether I'm using a clarifying shampoo or not, I always follow up with a conditioner or a deep conditioner. Now of course, if you're using a clarifying shampoo or something a little bit more stripping, a conditioner or deep conditioner is even more important to help smooth, soften, and just make the hair manageable in preparation for styling. Mama, if you use products in your little one's hair, full stop, whether they're light or heavy products, eventually they will build up, and eventually you're going to need something that is going to remove this buildup from your little one's hair. So don't be afraid to use sulfate or non-sulfate shampoos, but non-sulfate shampoos, they have to be the right type of shampoo to remove the buildup from your little one's hair. And of course, if they're swimming, you need a chelating shampoo to remove that chlorine from your little one's hair. Now let's talk about Wet Line Extreme Gel. This one stays in rotation. My husband uses it. I also use it on my son, and then I use it on my other 2 girls when I'm doing, like, you know, sleek buns, puffs, pigtails, those kind of styles. I tend to reach for that. On my son, when I'm kind of doing he has like short back and sides and then a bit of a high top, so I use it on his high top, and then I use that sponge roller thing to give some definition. It works amazingly well on their hair. There's no flakes, it's not crunchy or anything like that. It just gives it a nice hold, and it just sets the style makes it sleek and just look really, really good. If you need a gel that gives great hold and definition, this is one to try. Now, I've used other gels and I've loved other gels, but this is an old school one that's been around for quite a long time. Nairobi Foaming Lotion, yes. Nairobi. If you ever had a relaxer back in the days, you definitely had this at home, or it was in your stylist back pocket. Now, this is for us mamas. I love using this foam. I haven't tried it on my children's hair, but for me, I love using this foam on my locks. Before my locks, I never used it. I'm probably even going to try it on particularly my eldest daughter's hair. I'll most likely try on her hair first, but on my locks, I absolutely love it. I saw someone on Instagram actually using it on their locks, and I thought, this is so old school. Why have I never thought about using this on my locks? So I tried it and I absolutely love it. What I actually have on my hair currently. I washed my hair a few days ago, so whenever I use this Nairobi foaming lotion, my braid outs, they last for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's not crunchy, it still feels nice, it's light, it's bouncy, it gives a nice shine, it smells nice. All of these products smell nice to me and remind me of my childhood. This smells good too. I only use this Nairobi foaming lotion on freshly washed locks. I don't use it any other time. I apply a leave-in first, and then I apply the Nairobi foaming lotion next. I braid my hair, you know, set it. I use a blow dryer sometimes to set it, or I just air dry. And then after a few days, I take out my braids, and then I get this fluffy, bouncy, you know, just nice braid out. I love it. Can you tell? I really, really love it. Mamas, let me know, do you want me to do more tutorials on my locks? Whenever I do a lock video, it doesn't get much views, so I'm thinking maybe you don't want to see it, maybe you do, I don't know. Let me know if you want me to talk more about my locks. Let me know if you want me to do some tutorials. I'm not the best at styling, but I'll let you know like how I maintain my locks personally. I'm willing to share. Let me know in the comments. So these are the 5 old school products that still work and how we use them in our routine. These classics continue to get us results time and time again, and this is why I love incorporating them into our hair care regimen. Let me know in the comments if you still use any of these old school products, or maybe you use something else that I haven't spoken about in this video. Let me know what old school products you are loving or you still use and why. Mamas, if you're curious about how I use pink oil lotion or grease on my children's hair, check out the videos shown right now on the bottom left and right corner of the screen. In both these videos, I show you how I use grease and pink oil lotion in my children's hair to get amazing results time and time again. Thanks for watching, mamas, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.